Inside an ancient ancestral hall, a coffin had rested in silence for 1,000 years. Suddenly, the man inside opened his eyes, silver hair, golden pupils filled with endless weariness. He had lived far too long. He'd seen prehistoric giant crocodiles, witnessed the extinction of dinosaurs, and even lived through Qin Shi Huang unifying the empire. Now awakened once more, he decided it was time to see the outside world again. An invisible force lifted the coffin lid. The silver-haired man slowly sat up, quietly scanning his surroundings. At that moment, a famous actress walked into the hall with her filming crew, preparing for a live stream about returning to her ancestral home. Her name was Meng Shui. She was also his descendant. Everyone froze in shock. Meng Shui looked completely confused, at a loss. The silver-haired man stepped out from behind the coffin, dressed in ancient robes. He looked wildly out of place in the modern setting. Thinking he was an actor, Meng Shui walked up and asked who he was. Calmly, he replied, "I just climbed out of that coffin." The room went dead silent. Everyone exchanged looks, convinced this guy had lost his mind. Then he casually claimed he was her ancestral forefather and asked why she hadn't bowed to him. Under everyone's terrified gaze, he lifted a finger and touched her forehead. In an instant, he read her memories. High-speed trains, airplanes, skyscrapers, an entirely new modern world unfolded in his mind. He found it fascinating. Meng Shui and her crew were badly shaken, but tried to stay calm and keep filming. That's when a reporter noticed a stone tablet in the hall. Meng Shui stepped closer to read it. Carved clearly on it was a name, Xianyuan Tian. The inscription said he had lived through countless ages, the first being in the world, capable of summoning wind and rain, moving mountains and seas. Everyone thought it sounded completely absurd, but the silver-haired man nodded calmly. "Yes, that's me," just as a reporter mocked him for being insane. An elderly man with a cane rushed in. He said he was Meng Shui's grandfather, the current head of the Meng family. Seeing the open coffin, the old man flew into a rage, furious that someone had disrespected the ancestor. But the moment he saw the silver-haired man, he froze. With one glance, the silver-haired man recognized him as the current Meng family head. The old man instantly understood. The legendary ancestor had truly returned. He dropped to his knees on the spot, bowing repeatedly to welcome the ancestor home. He ordered Meng Shui to kneel as well, then took out a portrait passed down through generations. The face in the painting was identical to the silver-haired man standing before them. The ancestor accepted their bows and casually summoned a divine sword, radiating golden light. With the ancestor's return, several great families across the land felt it instantly. The head of the Qin family lifted a glowing ancestral bow. The Lu family had heard a bell that hadn't rung in 1,000 years. The Lei family had saw movement appear in the Book of Life and Death. Without hesitation, they gathered their people, brought their most precious treasures, and set out in force to welcome the ancestor. But at that moment, an arrogant, rich second-generation heir barged in with his men. He'd been harassing Meng Shui for a long time. When he saw the silver-haired man, his face filled with disdain. He mocked him openly, then even shoved the old man to the ground. The old man coughed up blood and begged the ancestor to act. The rich brat didn't believe any of it. He sneered, convinced the silver-haired man was just an actor playing tricks. He shouted that he'd cripple him, grabbed a wooden stool nearby, and smashed it straight at him.